guys, happy 2017. Guess who it is? It's me. Hi everybody. I have missed you guys so very much. I appreciate that in all this time that I've been gone, you guys have still been checking in with me as always, and as always, I have been responding to all of your comments and questions. So although, as in the past, you didn't see my face, I was responding and we were communicating. So I've been around, I just haven't been around visually. So as you can see, new surroundings. Yes, we did finally move. At the end of 2014, I went to closing for the house the day after Thanksgiving in 2014, and we moved in the first week of December of 2014. We've been loving it ever since. I think I completely underestimated how hectic and crazy it would be and how much time I would have to do pretty much anything. So I know I promised you guys that I was going to film some things during the process of buying the home and the building of the home, and I absolutely did not have any time for that, so I truly apologize. I meant to do it, I just didn't have time. Even when we did the walkthrough prior to the final walkthrough of the house, I had a contractor there that I had gotten, an inspector, so walking around with him and gathering information and all that, I really didn't have time to film. So again, I apologize, but we are here now. There are still things that we haven't gotten around to because, again, I completely underestimated how complicated it was going to be merging two households together. So although it happened, we still have a lot of extra things that don't have a place, and I really don't like that. And because I've been so busy since we've moved, I haven't had a chance to address all those things. So like, for instance, we have a family room downstairs and it was just the catch-all when we were moving in, so it still is kind of like storage right now. So I'm working on getting through those things and then just getting comfortable here. So, but everything went well. Closing went well. Everything was as expected. I didn't have any surprises. So everything that I described and explained to you guys prior went by plan. Just was very hectic and busy. So updates on me. Health-wise, because my last update was about my health mainly, I wanted to update everyone and let you know, first of all, I'm doing 100% better. What I explained about juicing and my father starting to juice for me, he's been doing that consistently. I juice almost daily, pretty much when I go into the office for work. So right now I'm working a 4-10 schedule, which means I work 4 10-hour days. And so I'm super blessed that I can work from home 2 days a week. So I'm in the office 2 days a week and I work from home 2 days a week. So when I go into the office or when I'm going out for errands on my day off, my dad usually makes a juice for me, and it has all of my supplements and everything I need. And I am happy to report that as of early 2015, I have been off the pain meds and have not had to use them ever since. I will admit that every now and then I get an occasional little pain here and there, but nothing in comparison to those sharp shooting pains that I have described to you guys, nothing like that. So it's 100% better. As far as the numbness in my feet, now I don't want you to think that both of my feet are completely numb. They're partially numb. So I still have those little pins and needle pain and discomfort. That's kind of all the time, and I expect that and I can live with that. The way that it really presents is that sometimes my feet kind of feel a little numb with that prickly feeling, so I have to massage them. And then they're pretty sensitive to temperatures. So I always have socks or little footies on my feet even when I'm home, because we have hardwood floors on some of the levels. So yeah, that's the only way it really affects me. So overall, I will take that. I knew that my feet would still have the partial numbness because of the fact that they had already informed me that I had permanent nerve damage in my feet. So I expected that. But I have been taking B12, and the dosage that I've been taking has also helped tremendously with that issue. So shout out to you guys, because one of my YouTube friends gave me that tip. Thank you so much. It worked tremendously. I'm so happy it worked for you too, and sharing it with me. I appreciate that. So to you. I've been very busy with work, which is also one of the reasons that I haven't had time to film. I got a promotion at work that I was really looking forward to, and finally it came to fruition. I was so excited about that. But I've been super, super busy. So even sometimes on my day off, I have to work. So that's why I haven't really had a lot of time to film. And just with the schedule of my parents being in and out and myself being in and out and having time to just kind of sit here alone and film, it's been pretty rare. So I have to apologize that I've been away for so long, but you guys know how I am. Even if I'm away for a while, even for years, I will come back. So I will make an effort to film more, especially because I have something coming up that I will definitely be filming and sharing with you guys. So wait for that news. That's coming up. That's my big news. So as everyone always asks about my hair and regimen and updates. So as you can see, I have it up in a bun right now. I have been wearing my hair up in a bun a lot, I will say. And at the very least, I have it up in a ponytail all the time. It's just really long. I will do a length and complete hair update in another video. But right now, if I have my hair up in a ponytail, my longest locks still hit pretty much the middle of my bottom. And if I have them completely down, they hit the bottom of my bottom. So they've gotten pretty long, and I just celebrated at the end of December of 2016 my 11th lockiversary. So I have been locked and loving it for 11 years. Still no complaints. Only complaint, like I said, and have always said, is lint, but I know how to resolve that. So I am still coloring my hair the same color, the L'Oreal Feria 21 Bright Black. I don't do it as frequently because I have my hair up so much. It doesn't really require color all the time because it's not making contact with clothing or sheets, because I still wrap it with a satin scarf when I go to sleep at night, even when it's bunned up like this. And I will tell you, one of the other reasons why it's always bunned up like this is I have a jacuzzi tub now, and I am a person who loves to soak. And you already know, I told you I'm a TV person, so I love to watch TV. I turn the television on when I get home, even if I'm not actively watching. It's the white noise I prefer in the background. So when I'm soaking in the tub, sometimes I want to listen to music, but more often than not, I want to watch something. So I found this huge 24-inch tablet, and I have it sitting at the edge of my tub. Well, not the edge of my tub. There's a flat area at the end of my tub, and it sits there. And so I watch TV shows or movies or whatever I'm in the mood for. So that's one of the reasons my hair is always up in a bun, because obviously I'm not gonna have my hair down while I'm soaking in the tub. It would be drenched wet, and I'm not trying to go there. So I have it up in this bun all the time. As before, I will tell you, my buns never turn out the way I plan. So they do turn out nice, but whatever I envision is not what happens. So if that's your experience with buns, just know that even when your hair gets longer, that doesn't really change. At least in my experience. So as far as washing and all of that, I wash it less because it's not really out all that much. I wash it when I feel it needs it. So I used to wash in the summer or the hotter months every 2 weeks, and in the winter cooler months every 3 weeks. Now it's probably once a month, no matter what's going on outside, because in the summer I'm still bunning my hair a lot as well because it's hot when it's down, so it's still up in a bun a lot. And I love a good bun, so I don't have a problem with having my hair up. And like I said, I'm versatile, so if I want my hair down, I can put it down, I can put it up in a bun. It's so much easier to do these days now that my hair is longer. I did go for lock repair about probably now 2 years ago. The salon that I went to did not want me to film, so I wasn't able to film any of it to share with you guys. But down here in the description, I will post a link to another YouTube video from a hair salon, and the hairstylist explains how they do this. So they take this afro human hair, which obviously matches the texture of your locks, and they wrap it around that weak spot in your lock, or that thin part of your lock. So that's my challenge, is that my hairline locks are thinner and tend to have weak points in them. So they also use the same method when you have a piece of your lock or part of your lock that breaks off and you want to reattach it. So initially they usually braid it in, or they sew a part of it in, and then they wrap it with this afro hair so that it looks like your lock. You have that same look and texture of your hair. And like I said, they use human hair, so you don't have to worry about coloring or doing anything with it. It's human hair. I find that the same locks that had weak points now kind of need a little reinforcement, so I will probably be going again, and when I have my hair down, I'll actually show you which locks I'm talking about. I have one that's has such a thin spot that it looks like it's going to break soon. It's one of my hairline locks, like right up here in the front, so it's a thinner type of hair, texture of hair anyway. So I'm debating on whether I'm gonna just let it go. It just depends. I'm holding on it's holding on right now, so I'm just gonna let it do its thing, and then I'll decide when and if it breaks, if that happens before I go for the lock repair. The other thing that's different about my hair is over time you will learn that the parts that you have in your hair, they tend to change and kind of migrate. And so sometimes you have to start combining certain locks or moving hair into another part or lock. And so I found that my bottom two locks at my hairline on either side, I had this like little bit of hair that just wouldn't kind of go into the lock. And I never had this problem before, but probably about 2 years ago I started noticing that. So I would try different things, you know, a little more product there, set it a little better. I would sometimes trim it a little, but it was persistent and it just wasn't changing. So what I decided to do was just start 2 little locks. So I'm gonna see if you can see this. I hope you can see this little bead right here. So what I did was I started twisting those 2 little pieces, and they're gonna be tiny thin little locks, and what I envision doing in the future is once they start locking and get long enough, I will just twist them around the base of the lock that they're right below. I don't want to combine them because I'm just going to end up with this problem again eventually. What I'm really thinking about doing eventually is once they get long enough, and I'm going to continue to just combine them at the bottom, kind of wrap it around, but is probably going to a loctician, and like we were talking about the lock repair, have them reinforced with that afro kinky hair, and just so they'll be thin, but that will reinforce them. They'll make them a little thicker, and then maybe I won't even wrap them around. I'll just pull them up like normal. But that happens, so don't be surprised when it happens to you. I'm just kind of like blown that it was like right at my hairline in the back. So even when I have my hair up, right now what I do is I twist them and then I round them into these little balls so that they kind of stick right there. I don't know if you can see this one over here. They stay right where they're supposed to be. Okay, so big news. I know I left you with big news. I was buying the house and all that. So 2 years in, I have not taken a vacation since we moved into the house. I've done little road trips here and there, but actual vacation, getting on a plane, going somewhere, I have not done. So this year, I am going to go somewhere. I'm going somewhere actually at the end of this month of March of 2017. And I wonder if you can guess where I'm going. Did you guess? Now, if you guessed someplace tropical, I could see why you might think that. It kind of has like a little bit of a carnival flair to it. But if you guessed Mama Africa, you got it! Ding, 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 ding. Yes, oh my God. I am so very excited. This is my first trip to the continent. I will be going to Benin, West Africa, more specifically Cotonou, Benin. My sister, who is an anthropologist, is living there right now. She went last year, and she's a bit of a gypsy, so she kind of travels a lot and goes different places, and I guess that's the life of an anthropologist. But she went there to do a study on voodoo and decided to just stay. So she got a teaching job, and she's renting a house, and so while I have room and board covered, why not go to Africa? and see my sister among everything else, right? And then to make this trip even sweeter, we know from our ancestral history that most of the slaves that were taken from Africa and brought to Hispaniola, which is the name of the island that now houses both Haiti and the Dominican Republic, came from West Africa, and more specifically, the region of Benin. So I am going literally to my homeland. And to say that, like, I feel so blessed and I'm so excited, and I don't know what to do with myself. I'm so excited. So I'm so looking forward to this trip. I will obviously be taking my camera with me and my equipment. So I will be filming while I'm there and share parts of that trip with you guys as much as I can. And if I don't film a lot, I will at least be taking 20 million photographs, because you know I'm a photographer, as is my sister. She's an amazing photographer. Shout out Gypsy Photographer. So I will also link you to her YouTube page below and her Instagram. Great stuff. And yeah, so I'm going to Africa. Like, oh my God. So leaving in a week from Monday, at the end of this month, as I mentioned, I will be there for 2 weeks. And oh my gosh, I don't know what to expect. Other than I fully expect to either meet several doppelgangers or people who look just like family to me everywhere. So I don't know. I'm so excited. I've been dreaming for years to go just visit the continent alone, and I know this will not be my only trip, but this is my first trip. I'd love to go to South Africa. I have a colleague who is from Lesotho, which is within South Africa. I want to learn about that history. There's so much I want to learn, but for me to be going to the place where my ancestors came from, I mean, it humbles me to no end. And I just feel blessed that I can go. So I'm going to be happy to share it with you guys. And like I said, even if I don't film a lot, I will film something, but I will be taking photographs. So I will share those with you, even if it's just in a slideshow. That damn YouTube application. I want to just explain this before I repost these videos. So I really hate that different rules apply to different platforms when you use certain software. So the YouTube app that's on my phone, I generally, when I watch videos, I go through my history and I delete videos that I didn't really enjoy watching or wouldn't want to reference again. So since I have my phone with me all the time, obviously, if someone wants me to show them one of my YouTube videos, I pull it up on my phone and share it with them. So when I go back through my history, I usually delete those things from my history because I don't need to reference my own videos. I have a channel to do that. So the damn YouTube app, like I said, I went to delete a couple of my videos that I had shared with someone from my history and didn't realize when it asked me if I wanted to delete them, it was talking about the actual video, deleting the video from my channel instead of deleting the video from my history list. So yeah, I deleted 2 videos. So one of the videos I inadvertently deleted was a video response that I had done about lint in your locks, and that's why your locks look dirty or may appear to look dirty. And the other was a video I did that cataloged photos that I had done throughout the process of starting my locks to the point where I was at that time. So I will be reposting those. I just wanted to explain why they disappeared and why I'm reposting them out of nowhere. Now, I hadn't updated them or reposted them up to this point because they were on a laptop that I had stored all of my YouTube videos on. And right before I moved from my rental home to move into the house, I fell down the stairs and my laptop took the brunt of the fall and it cracked the screen. So I didn't have access to what was on my laptop. Well, I had this epiphany not too long ago that I had an HDMI port on my laptop. So I just connected it to my television the other day and realized that I can access the content. So I will be pulling those off and reposting them very shortly, but I wanted to explain where they went, why they're back, and why it took so long for me to repost them, okay? So that's it. Those are my updates. You guys know I love you. Thank you again, and as always, for all of your love and support. I love you guys to death. It's always nice to come and see beautiful comments and things that you guys have said, so I appreciate it. And keep the comments coming, because even when you don't see me, like I've said, I'm still in the background responding, so you can still reach out to me at any time. So yes, Africa, Africa, Africa. I have everything that I need. Once I return, I'm gonna do a video about my experience there, as well as some things that you need to know prior to planning a trip to Africa. So I wanna share all these little subtle things and some things that you need to prepare for budget-wise as well, that you may not know just from reading information or hearing about other people's trips, because I was surprised by some of the expenses that I had just for this trip because things weren't explained to me in the past. So I will make sure that you guys don't have that same experience. So I'll explain it to you, and please share that video with anyone you know that will be traveling to Africa, because it's really good information and things we just need to know and good pointers. So on to Africa, right? So I'm gonna take you guys with me, and thank you again for all of your love and support and sticking around. Hi to all of my new subbies, and hi to all of my old subbies that have been holding me down. And thank you so much for the love and support and for watching. So I will see you soon, and the next time you see me, we will be in Africa. Oh yeah, Africa. All right, see you guys soon. Bye-bye.